Well, welcome back to the threesome, y'all. This is the podcast where the three of us try to talk about at least 3 topics each week. And by now, you know us. We are our point person and optimistic realist, who we call Star.
Hello.
She's occupied. And the center of our threesome, the voice of reason, we call him Magic.
The frog lady told me to tell y'all the grass may look greener on the other side, but it is fertilized with the same shit.
I don't know who that is or why I needed to know it, but
She's in the Facebook group. I just didn't want to blow up her real name.
Okay, well, thank you for that. And then there's me. I bring up the rear and I identify as the pragmatic contrarian, and they call me Storm. Speaking of the Facebook group, I actually was able to pop in there this week.
Came out swinging.
Well, you know, I haven't been on Facebook in like 5 years? Something like that.
Good for your sanity.
Right, but it's like muscle memory, because I was like, oh, I remember this. So anyway, I'm officially in the group now.
Yay.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for the one person who never left Facebook.
Listen.
She's in there, ain't you? Happy belated birthday.
That's right.
With your old
Happy
ass.
birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, with her old ass indeed, because she is so much older than me. Well, not anymore, because
I don't even know why the fuck you keep saying that.
Because you were older than me, and then your child had a birthday last week, and then you had a birthday. So then you were way older than me. But then my child's birthday today, on the day we're recording.
Happy birthday, little Stormy.
Yay, little Storm.
You're not quite as much older than me. And then I have a birthday coming up in a few weeks, and then I'll be closer to your age again.
You know what? That's just complete bullshit. And
Very bad math.
That's the way I do math.
Yeah.
I'm good at it.
Yeah.
I like numbers.
You would be good at your math. Some shit you made up. I would hope you would be good at that.
All these people that hate math, and they didn't know that math can work for you.
Math is a universal language. There is no remixes.
And yet I've managed to do it. Yay me!
Keep in mind, it only is effective in her world.
True.
Listen, old lady.
Whoa.
I'll be that.
The assault is unnecessary. Anyway, you're the big 5-0.
I am. I'm the big 5-0.
So yay. You know, congratulations
That's the
for
sound of
not dying.
geriatric.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Congratulations. I appreciate still being here.
Word.
Yeah.
Storm, if your birthday's coming up, that means we're almost a year into this shit.
Yeah, almost a year.
What we gonna do?
Yeah.
It's our anniversary.
Ooh, we can have a bachelor auction.
That is hilarious.
Why is it hilarious?
What bachelor are we auctioning?
You, of course. We don't have any other bachelors.
Nah, son, I'm taking.
Okay. You're still a bachelor. You may not be eligible, but you're still a bachelor.
Listen, I'm a loyal perv. We ain't doing this.
No, well, we could have made money. That's too bad.
I'm gonna start an OnlyFans where all I do is freestyle with my dick out. It's coming.
Yeah, because I keep telling you we need to make some money.
I don't speak French like that.
I speak enough French for the both of us.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Close, but
Whatever.
also I speak enough French for all of us to make money off of his OnlyFans. Tous les jours.
Speaking of dick.
Okay.
I've got more French than I remember. I'm out this one.
Let's start with the topic that we didn't get to last week, Star.
Wieners.
Sure, hot dogs.
Okay, hot dogs, hot diggity dogs.
Yeah, let's go about the hot dogs.
So I was reading an article a couple of weeks ago about how they are taking out the hot dog vendors out of all the Home Depot. And the outrage, it was actually kind of surprising. Like people were really, really mad. But I get it
That's one of the best parts.
about going there. Yeah, I
At Home
get it.
Depot.
Okay, for those of us that are confused, there's hot dogs at Home Depot?
Yes, there's a hot dog vendor at any Home Depot I've ever been in. When you
And Lowe's
leave out,
too.
I think I've been in Lowe's twice in my life, so I didn't know
Oh.
about them. But
That's crazy. I've never seen that.
When you go out, there's always the hot
at
dog
the
stand
exit,
is there, and you can smell the Polish sausages
hmm
just cooking. And especially if you have a kid, it'd be calling their names. They're like, "Oh, can I get?" It? So you go get a little hot dog combo, and it was always cheap. I don't know what it is now, but it used to be like what, like $2 or something
like
like
two,
that.
$3, yeah.
Yeah,
And
something real
then that's
cheap.
the way you get the kid to behave in Home Depot. Like, I'll get you a hot
Absolutely.
dog, just chill out.
Go upside your motherfucking head, but okay.
Well, there be that from now on.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to catch more flies with honey. Yeah, outrage. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, a lot of people were fussing, like, what are they thinking? It's ridiculous. It's a tradition. And you know what? When I saw that comment, I thought about it. I was like, my grandmother, she was always doing something to that house that she had. And I spent way more time in Home Depot as a young person than I cared to. And I thought about how I didn't necessarily care about stopping by the hot dog cart, but it was kind of cool. For whatever reason, that little hot dog at the end was like something she looked forward to. So I can imagine that is a tradition for a few people. I'm like, that's kind of sad.
Well, I mean, and it also used to break up your day.
But you be at Home Depot for like 2 hours.
Exactly. You know why? Because they got shit like a toilet seat wall.
Yeah, they
Well,
do.
you got too much choice.
When I bought my condo, I was going to replace the toilet seats because that's what you do when you buy a new place that has been used
Right.
before.
Lord.
There were 3 bathrooms, so I said, "Oh, well, let me go around here to Lowe's and
Size
get 3
matters.
toilet seats." So I went up there and I'm like, "Where are your toilet seats?" And the guy deposited me in front of this big long wall of toilet seats.
Deposit.
Yeah. And so I'm standing there looking at all these toilet seats, like, what do I do? And he was like, "Well, do you have round or
Or
oblong
elongated,
toilets?"
yeah.
Which it never occurred to me to check because
Yeah.
I'm like, I just used the toilet. I don't be looking to make sure. So then I had to go home. Luckily, it was like 2 minutes away. Go home, check, and I'm like, okay, 2 round, one elongated.
Oblong.
So yeah.
Did you
So
break out a tape measure?
no, why would I do that?
You measure a dick but won't measure a toilet seat?
I assume toilet seats are standard, and I was correct, by the way. So
It's close. There's a little differential.
so I go back up there, and there's another lady who's standing there in awe because she can't decide which toilet seats to get. So together, me and this white lady stood there for about 25, 30 minutes, and we talked to each other and we worked out which toilet seats were probably the best to get. That's how serious the hardware store is. It's like Alice in Wonderland for me. I love it so much. I'm over there about to buy power tools that I'll never use.
I'm not that far gone with it. Like, I get lost in the lamp section, the plant section, the fixture
Window
section.
treatments.
Nah, not that. The section for the knobs and stuff like that for your doors and dresser drawers and stuff. I get lost over there.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then there's like pipe fittings and stuff like that that you can make jewelry out of. So
Hmm.
I kind of like going over there too.
I like the lumber section. I don't know why, but I
I
Cause
just
like
like
you
the
like
smell of wood.
wood.
Ha, 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 ha.
I love the power tools. Like I can be in power tools for a smooth hour, hour and a half, just seeing what they have and what tools I might want to buy that I'm never going to use. Or also the
Lord.
shower heads. My goodness, I could be
I
over
do love
there.
the shower heads.
Y'all
I
Yeah.
think I
nasty.
want one of those rain shower heads.
Yeah, I don't like rain shower heads.
I
You like
do.
the pressure?
Yes, not only do I like the pressure, but sometimes I need to jump in the shower and not wet my hair.
Well, they have rain showers that aren't just overhead.
Blackness.
Hmm.
And they have it where you can get them installed. Like my friend, oh my God, I love going over his house. I swear. The shower hits you from like three sides.
Yeah,
So,
no.
yeah. Oh, wait a minute. One, two,
And a
three. It hits
shower,
you
that's
from
a water
four.
park.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it hits you like from
exactly.
four sides. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, it's
Yeah,
the best.
and I've seen those and they're really nice, but I like to be able to I hear it before I say it. I like to be able to control my stream.
I understand that.
Boom.
You can control his. The little controller thing.
Oh,
Jesus
It can be
Christ.
just
Storm is
overhead.
masturbating with her shower head. It's different.
whatever. Now, the last time I was in Lowe's or Home Depot, but I saw a shower attachment. It's like a wand for when you're washing your hair.
Yeah.
It rinses your hair out better. And I started to get one of those
Wow,
because I'm
wow.
like, oh, that is so cool. But then I didn't. Oh,
Also, let
well,
it be
maybe.
stated, I'm a man. I can get in and out any hardware store in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're weird.
Actually, I worked for a little mom and pop hardware store, so I know more about shit than I probably should, considering I don't build anything.
I have more power tools than someone who doesn't really do anything with them. I can or I have done things, but yeah. People are amazed, particularly men, because y'all are misogynistic, that
You're
I have a
welcome.
very well stocked toolbox or two.
So, sideline about that. This guy came over to do some work at my house and he was missing something or whatever. And he was like, I know you probably don't, but I'm going to ask anyway. Do you have any tools? And I was like, yeah. So I go downstairs and I go get my toolbox, which at the time was a caboodle. And he
Hmm.
cracked up. He was like,
I would
and
have
it was,
laughed
of
too.
course, it was pink with a purple handle. And
Right.
he was cracking up. He was like, yeah, I'm going to need some. I was like, yeah, don't laugh until you open it. And then he opened it and he was like, oh, okay, you got real tools in here. I was like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Laughing at my caboodle, my storage options.
I
Girl
was just
power.
thinking the other day that I need another toolbox because I have grown out of the one I have. It's so weird that men always just assume that we don't have
We
tools.
don't have, yeah.
And I have
We got
plenty
tools.
of tools
Mm.
and good quality tools. And matter of
Yep.
fact, when I was telling you that I wanted to buy that sander in Lowe's the other day,
Yeah, I'm
and
not going that far, but I'm sorry.
so cool. It was an attachment to go on my power drill. And then I was like, why would I do that when I have an entire palm sander that I haven't even cracked open? So,
Shout out to you.
yeah, I keep tools. I like them. And also, well, let me not say that because that's just going to be fodder for magic. So we can move on.
If you pussy, say you pussy. Nah, as a dude, I really don't have no tools, but I can always just take them from work, so I don't keep any at home. I got basic shit, screwdrivers, wrenches, whatever, socket set, but anything else I'm just stealing from work and bringing back the next day.
I have a sander. I have palette knives. I have an
The
entire
fuck are
bit
you
set
building?
for my power drill.
I've got that.
You know what I want? I want a circular saw. I don't know why.
I've got one.
And the table, like the
Got
whole
that
table
too.
saw setup.
It's over my granny's.
But I can't
The fuck you
justify
doing with a
it
table
because
saw?
I want to be able to cut stuff.
Duh, cut wood.
Wood.
You just got big ass OSB boards. You need to cut down to smaller sizes.
No, but I could always go and get some. So once again, Dr. Dre is inspiring this podcast, or more accurately, Dr. Dre's daughter,
The doc. The doc.
who recently gave an interview where she was, is there a term for shaming billionaires for having money when you don't?
In the words of J. Cole, if you broke and clowning a billionaire, the joke is on you.
She's resource shaming her famous father because, in her words, she is now homeless and she's been trying to get in touch with him because he hasn't been helping her out in the past year and a half.
If you have a vagina and you're homeless, you're slipping.
Okay. It's some misogynistic bullshit. Ignore that.
You ain't okay.
So
OnlyFans ain't out here.
whatever. So Shannon Sharp said that she's 38 years old and is not Dr. Dre's responsibility, no matter how much money he has,
Ding 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 ding.
to
ding,
take
ding.
care of a 38-year-old. And people came for him. People were saying, it doesn't matter how old you are. If your father's a billionaire, you shouldn't be homeless. What say y'all? And then I'll tell you what I have to say on that whole subject.
You're a grown ass woman, dog.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It's hard to cast
Listen.
judgment on that situation because you don't know why she's in that situation.
Thank you. And that was my point. Why everybody's so upset and caping for her on this against Dre, which people are saying, Dre is trash because he left her when she was 5 and didn't come back into her life until she was 18.
Yeah, he's definitely trash for that.
Exactly.
Another side note, how many kids Drake got? I know he got
I don't
multiple
know.
exes.
Yeah, I'm sure. One thing I don't do is be counting people's kids because, especially fuck boys, because I'll be here all day.
And he is not a fuckboy because his grown daughter is not taking care of herself, but
Oh,
he
no,
a
no, no,
fuckboy
no.
because he been beating on bitches for 30 years.
Thank you. The situations are different. And that is what irritates me, is because the fact that I won't castigate him for this makes people think that I'm caping for Dre, which I am not, because I am very sure that he's trash
An
in
ass.
some way or another. And he gives off asshole vibes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Oh, side note, he has 7 children.
Aside from her being 38 years old, here's the problem I have with the article in general. She says her kids aren't homeless. She wouldn't let them be homeless. They're crashing with friends or whatever. She's the only one that's living out of her SUV, which, by the way, she made a point to say that she gave them her last $2,800 or whatever to rent this SUV for a week. Think about that. But they're probably going to come get it because she's had it for 3.
Okay.
Yes. So you're out here doing dumb shit.
Clearly she bad at math, and that's why her ass is homeless. You can
Well,
run an
I
SUV for maybe $200 a week.
And that was my point. Or you don't even have to have an SUV. Hell, get you a little Honda Civic if you just need to get around. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can lease the motherfucker for $5 a month. Like, okay. Now I feel even less sorry for her.
Exactly. When she said that, I was like, oh.
You doing stupid shit.
But here's the other thing. She talked about how Dre won't help her, right? She didn't mention her mama who raised her. Why her mama won't give her a place to lay her head, her and her children.
There's something else to that story.
That she is not saying. I don't think she's a reliable person to get the whole story from. So while people are up here just going after Dre about this, I think that there are big parts, big holes in the story that we do not know
Yeah.
because she's the one telling it, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I am 46 motherfucking years old. If shit hit the fan and I'm down and out to the fullest extent of down and out, I ain't expecting my daddy to save me.
Even if my parents were rich, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Women don't understand accountability?
Fuck you. Anyway,
Yeah.
Maybe later.
no,
Ooh.
I think not. So she doesn't mention her mother. She also mentions she has children. She doesn't mention their father or fathers, whatever the case may be. The only person who she goes after for not helping her is the billionaire in her life. So there's a lot of people that aren't helping her out, which
Yeah.
leads me to ask why. There's something else there.
There.
Which is why I am not willing to say, oh, well, Dre wrong for that, and he's a millionaire. Your child shouldn't be homeless if you're a billionaire. Well, for the most part, maybe, but maybe she has a drug problem. And then guess what? Your billions of dollars become a liability to that.
Hear that, Shaheem?
One thing you don't do is give a drug addict money.
More money. Yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it. We don't know. And I think people should stop
Mind your
hearing
own
things
goddamn business.
that, but also stop listening to stories from one point of view and then jump into all the conclusions because
We
you
all
hate the
know there's
person.
three sides to every story.
Right.
But
You
I'm
know.
smooth about to walk in the next room and explain to my daughters I wish the fuck they would.
Well, I'm just saying, 38, even if he hadn't come back into her life at the age of 18, even if he hadn't been helping her out between then and now, you're 38 years old. He left when you were 5. That gives you 33 Earth years to come to terms with the fact that that motherfucker don't care about you.
My mother left my father when I was 5. I have a roof over my head.
That's what I'm saying. Act accordingly.
And not that you can't be homeless, but she's got a couple of kids. So it's like more than likely resources were available for her that she either just refused to accept or didn't seek out
Oh,
because she felt like she should be living better because of who her dad is.
and,
This
and
heifer
let me tell
paying
you,
hotel prices for a motherfucking SUV.
that's
And
what I'm
nice
saying.
hotel prices.
Luxury,
That'll cover an apartment for a long fucking while.
right? 5-star hotel prices to live in
Right?
an SUV. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so your judgment is not there.
There at all.
And I understand that people are saying, oh, well, but he should at least help out or give her a place to stay so his grandchildren have. Do you know how many drug addicts use their kids as leverage in these situations?
Yeah.
Why are we
Mhm.
assuming she's a drug addict? She could just be crazy.
I'm not
Okay.
assuming she's a drug addict. I'm saying she could possibly be one. We don't know.
It's either drugs or mental illness.
There's
Yeah,
something
she
going
is
on.
not a mathematician.
Whatever it is, you can't always just say, oh, well, let me do this for the grandkids if it's going to put them in a worse situation. Shit happens in people's lives. And, I'm not here to say he should or should not be taking care of her because I don't know. Maybe, but also maybe not.
Yeah, you don't know
But
if she's that kid that it's like because her dad has money, she's using his name for stuff,
Right.
feeling real entitled. You don't know.
You don't know the situation, and you're only getting one side of the story. So
Mhm.
that's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
good luck, ma'am.
Yeah, good luck to you.
But
Yep.
make better decisions.
Yes, please.
Absolutely make better decisions. Shout out to all the Olympiads having a subpar experience in Tokyo.
Damn, just the ones that are having a subpar experience.
Well, I'm just saying,
You ain't see them beds?
yeah, their Olympic experience has been subpar in
Yeah, no
comparison to
audience.
other years of Olympics because of how they're having to go through COVID protocols, and it's just not.
Oh, it's not the same.
I imagine they're still having fun, I guess,
They literally made beds that they can't fuck on.
What?
or so they think.
Yeah, because young people don't need beds.
Exactly. But yeah, they made their beds out of cardboard because they're trying to discourage all the sex that normally goes on in the Olympic Village. And then they normally give them a good amount of condoms because they know this goes on. And this year they withheld the passing out of condoms as if that's going to discourage
That'll stop
people.
20 somethings.
Right,
Yeah,
that'll stop them. You just have a whole bunch of Olympic Village babies.
exactly. Whole bunch of international
Make some
babies.
future athletes. In case anybody 5'11" out there trying to get pregnant. Hey,
I'm sure they're still having fun. I'm just saying that their experience is probably not as good as Olympians have had in the past.
I would say
Yeah,
in my
that
20s, I
probably is
fucked
true.
on far more different places than I did on a bed.
I know that's
They're
right.
not allowed to bring their family members and stuff that they've been able to do in previous years. So it's a lot, but shout out to them for still fucking with this shit. So, Magic,
Let's get back to talking about sex.
sure.
Sex sells. Let's go.
Okay, what are we selling?
Advertising.
Call me when you want to do this OnlyFans thing, because
I can pimp myself.
no, you can't. Somebody has to take care of you.
I'm pretty good at that.
We need to help you.
Somebody has to keep you out of trouble.
Mm-hmm. We'll be your guards.
Yep.
The joy of OnlyFans instead of doing it live. Nobody can touch you.
That's what you
Anyway,
think.
I think I've said it before on the podcast, but when I'm in a relationship and another chick is trying to get at me, I'm very open and upfront about saying, look, odds are your sex game is average or less than average. Why the fuck would I fuck up my home life to get to your pussy? That just doesn't make sense. So I was asked, what is the differentiating factors between good sex, normal sex, and bad sex? Star?
Why are we starting with me? So I think that answer is going to be different for everyone.
True.
But for me, what makes okay sex is like we did enough together for me to basically work out some tension.
We talking one nut?
And one or two, that's good. That's average. That's okay. Great is like you just kind of feel like you've connected with one another, like on just a whole nother level. We talking multiple orgasms. We talking great sex is really just doesn't even have to be explained. Like you totally feel 100% satisfied and still are having little withdrawal moments afterwards. And that's great. Bad is just 2 minutes and I'm out. Or the guy tries to do things to you that he's not paying any attention to your body or he doesn't know anything about the female anatomy and is just disappointing, and or if he just can't perform, and then it's like, wait a minute.
You talk about those dudes that just fuck to come.
Yeah, and that's it. It's a lot of dudes that just that's all they really give a damn about is just the nut that they bust. And it's like,
Rub one out, my
for
G,
real?
because you ruining people's
Right.
lives.
Yeah, liable to get cussed the fuck out too. That's just bad sex altogether. He wants you to do stuff to him, but he doesn't want to reciprocate. Like, I don't eat no. Oh, okay, for real? That's what's
Grow
up.
up.
Yeah,
Bruh,
it's bad if I feel like I've wasted my time. Yeah,
like if I want to cuss you out afterwards,
I don't even need to cuss you out. If I'm just like, damn,
I do. You waste my fucking
that was a
time.
waste of my fucking time,
You go, girl.
then that is just, yeah, that's bad. Average is just, okay, we did some shit. Be nice to do it again. But the good stuff is, like you said, that's the stuff that sticks in your memory. Where
Yeah,
you,
like if I got to go play with some other shit after I done laid with you, I'm pissed. I'm sorry. Did I just? I'm
Damn.
sorry.
Take notes, fellas.
yeah, if you waste my time, then yeah, I consider that bad. And I'm mad about it.
And cussing you out.
Yeah, it's like when you go watch a bad movie, I wasted the price of admission.
And I've asked for my money back as well. And I've written like that shit is terrible. I need my money back. And actually a couple times I've gotten it, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
Are you listening, M. Night Shyamalan?
Shyamalan, but okay. But
Whatever. I don't need to respect his name.
yeah, if I get my sex back from a few people, boy, would that be fun. Because some of these people, I'm like, okay, that was a complete and utter and total absolute waste of my goddamn time. Like I could have been
Yep.
reading a book, I could have been walking a dog, I could have been like
Scratching my ass. No, let me
anything.
stop.
Whoa.
100 things that I could have done other than that shit. So,
Can't get time back.
exactly.
Yeah.
Storm, do you tell people when they're whack?
Okay. Contrary to popular belief, I am not mean. But yes, I tell them. I try to be nice
Coconut.
and sensitive about it because male egos and shit.
And
Y'all are fragile.
Listen here. If you suck, if you just are terrible, you're gonna know about it. I'm sorry. It's not like I get around like that anyway, but if I don't really give like two craps about you and that's the only purpose you serve,
It also depends on how I feel about you because if you just something to do, then yeah, I'll probably go in on you. Like you just
yeah,
wasted
I'm
all of
going
my
ham.
fucking time. Like, man.
I am mean
constructive
in that
criticism
aspect.
is important.
Yeah, I'm mean too, I guess.
I am because usually them dudes be the ones they talk all the shit
All the
and
shit, exactly. And so yeah, you're right. So those are usually the ones where I am mean. Where where I'm like, ugh, you
you
know.
not making no noise. Make me make noise, motherfucker.
I'm not making any noise because I'm bored as fuck.
Sexy
Damn.
as fuck. Wow. The fuck are you niggas out here doing?
All right.
Whew.
I don't know what else to say about that.
Make me when you're done.
Exactly.
Sorry,
I guess you'll be the only one having fun.
having fun.
Mm, mm, mm. Bad is when you live by the rules your mother told you when you were 12 years old. You are a grown ass woman. Your mother wasn't living by them rules. Them shits don't apply no more. And me being me, if you can't take dick, like for real, go fuck somebody your size. Just, it's okay. I'm perfectly fine not getting pussy.
You got to be this tall to ride this ride.
Yeah,
Sorry.
pretty much. And nah, I don't want to say height has anything to do with it because I know some very brolic short women. But if you know you ain't built for shit, just stay in your range. I don't know why the fuck you looking for people 6'3" and up. Just, I'm sure some of them have small dicks. Just
They do.
check the print.
I was
Man.
getting
Yeah.
ready to say,
We are
D.
in 2021. Get a dick pic beforehand. It ain't that difficult. I don't even really know how to describe average. Good is first and foremost, I don't trust anybody that hasn't had a whole phase or three. I need you to have gone through a certain level of disrespect so you can know
Hey,
your limits as to what you will and won't do and what you are capable of.
I don't appreciate you.
We're gonna have a whole separate conversation. Anyway. And the average is
Hmm.
somewhere in between that. It's fuck until you get tired, suck but may or may not swallow. I think guys are a lot better at letting women believe they are better than they are.
No.
Do you know how many women are walking the earth really feeling like they got some great pussy and never ever, no, never have they had that?
Do you know how many men are overly confident about their prowess?
Yes,
I've been,
I do actually, because I
yeah.
listen to them talk. That's why I asked you if you keep it
Okay.
real with people. Because there's a lot of delusional people on both sexes walking around, and nah, y'all need some accurate reviews. Y'all need the whole facts, whatever.
This is not a problem that men just have because
The
there
whole
are a lot
facts.
of women walking around letting these dudes think that they're good.
Yes, stop doing that. Men and women, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Let them know they're whack and they can fucking get better or quit.
Ooh, this is a quiz.
Some people don't care that much.
And that I see more in men than women.
Nah,
Yes.
I see that more in women, I think,
I don't know. I see that
That
more
don't
in men.
care if they're good or not.
that don't care if the other person is good.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't see that in women as much as men.
Oh, I see that in women a lot.
Do you know how offended most women get if a man doesn't come?
Yes, but do you know how easy it is to make most men? So that's not normally an issue. That's an issue with you. That's not an issue with most men.
It's not an issue with me. It's highly intentional, but
Well, it's an issue with her, with you. But most men don't, that is not an issue.
yeah, because
So
most men fuck to please themselves.
there are a lot of women out here who don't care. If you got a good job, if you're treating them right, some women, if you paying the right bills, they don't give a fuck.
You know what?
Sex is secondary.
That is a good damn segue. Because my homegirl Double L was talking to one of her friends who said he doesn't like to be with women who make more money than him because they act different than women that don't have shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he pussy.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we gotta run down what happens when a woman makes more than a man
Well, basically,
as far as gender roles. Ha ha ha.
What does he mean? Act different? Like her personality is different? The sex
what he
is
means
different?
is I cannot now control her on the basis of
Yeah,
she got
pretty
options.
much.
That is what he means.
I've been in a position in life where I got a couple of dollars now and I've been that broke ass motherfucker. I'm pretty sure I fucked better when my ability to have a roof over my head was on the line. So to say that people that have their own are different than broke people is duh. But I think when a person has their own shit, like I have my own home, I have my own vehicle, I fully take care of myself.
Then they're not going to put up with bullshit
Yeah, it's a
from
level
you.
of self confidence of, yo, I don't have to bend to your bullshit. I'm good.
Exactly. And that's what that is. So when a man says that, I hear I'm on some fuck shit and I need you to be okay with it because I'm paying the bills, because I'm not willing to change what I do. So you can't have options.
To put it out there, I ain't scared of sugar mamas. Feel free to blow your goddamn money on me. I ain't gonna be a stay at home boyfriend or husband or nothing, but hey, get the paper. Broke hoes is a no no.
Hmm.
That's funny. Dudes out here just laying it out because where they got to stay is on the line. That's funny.
Yo, shit is real, son.
Yeah, I can see that. But
And let's not pretend that that makes dudes act right, because there's a whole bunch of fuckboys out here. doing
Yes,
a whole bunch
yes,
of
it is.
fuckboy shit, and they still ain't paying for nothing. And to that I say, if
Kick
you're
him
a
out and
woman
watch him start crying.
and you're paying for everything and he's still acting like a fuckboy, then that's on you.
That's on you for
Word.
paying for every damn thing.
Well, it's also on you
Stupid.
because I'd pull the
Do
rug
better
right
for
out from
yourself, ma'am.
exactly. It's a whole thing about socialization in this country that I won't even get into.
If not here, then where?
Well, because it'll take too long and I have to go walk the dog, honestly.
Walking the dog.
They socialize women to believe that a relationship is somehow valuable, and the be all end all to your happiness, which is absolutely patently
Yeah,
ridiculous.
there's a lot of you goofy hoes more concerned about having a husband than having a reasonable relationship.
Exactly. Or would rather have a piece
And
of
that's real fucking talk.
or
That we would take just
would have a piece of
any piece of
man
crap.
than be by yourself. And that's a problem. We can get into that another time because that is a whole nother talk show behind all that.
You know
Live your
what? And it
truth and
is.
love
But let me
yourself.
just say this. Well, I have a friend, and she was sitting over there complaining about how the dude wouldn't take out the trash or something like that. And I'm like, "And you fucking this dude?" And she was like, he forget taking out the goddamn trash. That's some shit that's on you.
Right.
How do you have a nigga sitting up in your house that's not taking out the fucking trash
Right.
and doing like other shit? First of all, where were you fucking raised?
And you're not a teenager. You're not my child that I
Even
should
a
have to
goddamn
constantly tell you.
teenager knows to take out the goddamn trash.
Right.
Just basic shit. Like, but these chicks be letting these dudes get away with the shit. So it's like, you better not be some old grown ass nigga sitting up in my house and don't fucking take out the trash or shovel the snow.
Or don't do nothing.
Or don't do shit without me having to fucking ask you. If you ain't even got to be living with me, you coming to visit me, we fucking, you need to take out the trash, shovel the snow, and other shit.
Yeah.
Just piss poor ass niggas and piss poor ass broads out here. They let him get away. Well, I don't want to make him angry. Fuck making that nigga angry.
Right.
I'm sorry. We got to have a whole conversation about that.
That is why I didn't want to get into it because there is a whole conversation to be had surrounding that and all the fucked upness that goes along with all of that.
Fostering these weak ass niggas. Like,
Yes.
get the fuck out of here. Anyway,
Let it be
sorry.
said, 90% of y'all's problems are self-induced. Do better, people. Men
Yeah.
and women.
Because you keep accepting this bullshit from these motherfuckers. And then mad when they keep feeding it to you.
Also understand that your relationship is not a commodity. It doesn't make you
Whole.
It doesn't make you
Yeah,
whole.
that's
It
the
also
word.
doesn't make you superior because that is another thing that cooks my grits. But we'll have to get into that another time.
That's my grits. What is this? Flo's diner?
Yes.
I love it.
I honestly think it was cute. Like, whoa.
Yes. She said,
All right.
cooks my grits. I love it.
We done? We good?
Yep.
This show was actually recorded 2 days late. It's wonderful to hear y'all voices. I actually do miss y'all when I don't be hanging with y'all on Friday nights.
Oh, brother.
Aw.
Okay, one of y'all.
We miss you, Magic.
You got a mouse in your pocket?
That's all right. That's why she got dick
They
pics
talking
for
about
her
me
birthday.
squeaking.
Just kidding.
Anyway.
I miss you too.
Thank you.
Ish.
It's all love. I
Damn.
take ish. That's better than none.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Facebook group. Hi. If
Yeah,
y'all like
hey,
the
y'all.
show, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell all the hoes. If you don't, tell everybody you know. It is the Threesome Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, the Threesome Pod on Twitter. And how do other people say like, rate, review, leave 5 stars? I don't even know where y'all do that shit at. But
Yeah. Rate us, review us, follow us, all that other shit.
If you want to be a guest, at the very least, have an interesting something to tell.
Yeah, drop us an email or a voicemail or pop
Tit
into the
pics.
Facebook group or
Yeah, because we running out of shit to talk about. No, I'm just playing.
Or if you want to come and talk shit with us, let us know, and
Sure.
we may have you on.
And I did get another request for us to do this shit on video, but I have thoroughly explained y'all ain't having that shit.
Nah.
Did you explain to them that I have a face for radio?
I don't think you have a radio face.
Well, whatever.
I don't have a face for radio, and I'm still ain't doing it.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe one day. We'll see.
We're going to
No.
do that for the
And
year-end
she
episode.
doesn't have a face for radio either. She's full of it.
Whatever. Good night. It's been real. Been fun. The dog is giving me the
Like
side
my
eye.
salami sandwiches.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Oh, I guess I need to stop it, huh?
The button.